Here's Brody Brazil.
The voicemail line is always open to you 24/7. Anytime you've got something to say, it could be a question, comment, compliment, or contribution. I'll take it all, and I'll literally listen to every single message you leave and then play back the very best ones here on a future video.
Hi, Brody. Alan here from Montreal. Just wanted to ask you what you think about the following. Since we're following the Blue Jays and the Great World Series, and there's really a lot of interesting attention given to Toronto, the franchise, and some of the stars that it has to offer, how significant do you think it is that experience will improve the chances of attracting people to Toronto, players to come to Toronto, where in the past they might have bypassed for weather and other reasons? Wonder what your thoughts are on that. Keep up the great work. Thank you.
Alan, thank you very much. And full disclosure, as I'm recording this, it is the morning of the 1st of November. Game 7 of the World Series is tonight. So I don't know how that's going to shake out. But that's also why I wanted to make this video right here, right now. Because regardless of the outcome, if Toronto wins Game 7 or Los Angeles comes back in this series to win Game 7 and the World Series, the Blue Jays have won a lot in this World Series, independent of if they actually win the World Series or not. Does that make sense? The Dodgers are who they are, and they've got the reputation, and they've spent a bunch of money, and we know how they've built their team. The Blue Jays, this entire World Series, have been an advertisement of, I don't know, a bit more of an organic form of baseball, but also a franchise that's unique. It's the only one right now in Canada, and my full respect to Montreal and the baseball community there, but it's the only one right now in Canada, so it's a little bit different. But it should also deserve the reputation of really taking care of its players. And I don't know under prior regimes how they did it, but right here, right now, the Blue Jays have quite the amenities for their players. They've undergone that transformation at Rogers Centre, which a lot of fans can see. The outfield looks different, the area behind home plate looks different, the entire lower bowl looks different, but how about amenities for the players? And a lot of these images here are from Front Office Sports with the captions, but I thought they were totally here worth sharing. Like if you're a relief pitcher for Toronto, this is what your bullpen looks like for home games. The new bullpens also feature new pitcher seating areas and a modern warm-up area. How many bullpens in Major League Baseball have the stationary bike and some of the medicine balls and that little turf area for stretching? I mean, usually it's like, here, get up off this bench and go stretch right next to the toilet, right? It's not exactly like 5-star, the reliever experience in a lot of places in Major League Baseball. But here in Toronto, if you're on the home team, I mean, look what they do for you as a relief pitcher. So players see this. Players understand this. Players are enticed by this. And it doesn't necessarily mean that, oh, I want to be a Blue Jay. No, they still have to play for the best contract they can get. But if it comes down to a 50-50 situation, and look, the Blue Jays are winning. The Blue Jays are in a World Series. A lot of their players are happy and there's chemistry. And like I said, this World Series has kind of been one big advertisement for the Blue Jays because not a lot of people knew who they were or what they were all about, or like behind the scenes what the organization is all about. This is all stuff they've done within the last 3 years, specifically for their players. A brand new weight room. It's 3 times the size of the old one. I do think it's the biggest one right now in Major League Baseball. Features a cardio theater and a recovery room. Right? So, I mean, look at that. That's a Major League Baseball weight room. If I could tell you what the old Oakland Athletics weight room looked like at the Coliseum and put that side by side with this, you would laugh uncontrollably. The Blue Jay players also have a barbershop at their disposal and a spouse's lounge for their family members during games. And I'll tell you this, something you don't think about when wives and girlfriends and moms and dads and kids and cousins and brothers and sisters, when they come to games to watch their relative, their person playing on the Blue Jays, a lot of times they want to sit in the stands, but the team knows how to take care of their families. And that is so super important because player X doesn't want to be worried about, well, I don't know where they're going to sit or what they're going to do, or they're going to put their stuff. And I want to worry about baseball. This allows players to just worry about baseball. By the way, and get a fresh cut too. Like you can show up to the team barber and just get faded up like before every home game or whenever you want. Every homestand, I would definitely take advantage of that. But the spouse's lounge, absolutely incredible. And how about this? More amenities for player families. A kitchen, an infant nap room. I mean, again, these might seem like little things to a lot of you, but to most of you, I hope you understand how big this absolutely is. A 2-story treehouse indoors for kids. You know, kids aren't going to watch the whole baseball game. They want to be here. They want to do this. Well, daddy's off trying to hit home runs and strike people out. So all of that, again, was part of the renovation, and that was one of the early years of renovation. The New York Times did an article in May of 2023 which talked about this, saying the upgraded areas include, at Rogers Center, the players' weight room, the barbershop, the family lounge, and the bullpens. The second phase, which they've already done, begins this offseason, so several years ago, includes building the Blue Jays a new clubhouse that will be the largest in Major League Baseball. They are taking care of their players. Now, again, winning and seeing support like we've seen during the World Series and having some of that team chemistry and camaraderie, all that stuff is a great advertisement. But seeing the foundations and the resources that the players have, if you're a Blue Jay, like this is how you live, and I get it. Like they're in the same division as the Red Sox and the Yankees who spare no expense. But being in Toronto is not a bad situation at all. You've got an entire country as your fan base, not even just one city. So again, winning and seeing all of that is great, but knowing what's going on here behind the scenes is also tremendous. So I just want to say, no matter what happens in the World Series here of 2025, as we're on the doorstep of a Game 7 right now, I just want to point this out. The Blue Jays have won a lot of momentum, a lot of credibility, and I'm not saying that automatically puts them in the playoffs next year. I mean, they had a losing record last year. They really built their team well from year to year, and they've had a lot of good fortune. But I'm saying that if nothing else, they've gained a lot of credibility of how they run a franchise, what it's like to be a Blue Jay, and all of that should do very good things for attracting new players in years to come. So hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully you've got some thoughts on that too. If you do, put them in the comments section below. Also, thumbs up here on this video helps me, the video, and the channel. And hit that subscribe button. I would love to see you back here next time.